doing three-phase bridge inverter for 120 and 180 degree conduction mode. For 120 and 180 we have to calculate the output voltage across the load. So we are using here to a load which is a resistive load. Uh, this is the resistive load for we are using. In that we have to take the voltage across the each phase, that is phase R, Y and B. So VA, VRO, VRB, sorry, VRO, VYO and VBO. So these voltages we have to find out for 120 and 180 degree conduction. So this is the 6 MOSFET we are using. You can see the names are here written, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the 4 MOSFET. In that already 5 volt DC supply is given to the inverter, which is already given inside, and to this MOSFET the supply which is to be given by using the transformer, with the step down transformer which we use. So here in the step down transformer we are giving the AC supply as an input for the MOSFET, which we are converting into a DC which we are converting into the step down voltage of 14 volts. So 230 to 14 volt which we are using, that is going to be given to the all the MOSFET gate terminal. So this is the circuit diagram, and this is which is to be given for changing the mode into 180 and 120 degree conduction mode. So this is the control circuit where 6 MOSFET are there, the load which will be connected, already 5 volt DC supply is given, means it is already there in the kit, so we don't need to connect this 5 volt supply across this connection, otherwise this MOSFET is going to get burn out. So this should not be connected, 5 to positive or ground to this. After that, this is a clock generator pulse, which we have to make it constant at 50 Hz frequency, which can be done by using this potentiometer. And these are the 6 MOSFET which we are using. To that MOSFET the pulse will be given through this 6 knobs. So we are going to check how to connect that, how to check the pulse, how to check that pulse for each MOSFET which is to be given for 180 or 120 degree conduction mode. So first of all we have to connect this male and female connector into it. So you can see this is the transformer of 230 volt which we are connecting it to the this male and female connector. If you can see, it is connected in this way. And another one which we are looking here, which will be for the after stepping down we require a 14 volt to all that MOSFET. So we are connecting the secondary part, again the same male and female connector which is there, which will be connected this way. This way this transformer is connected for that 4 MOSFET. This is the transformer which is to be given for the supply. Whatever the output voltage we are going to get it on the DSO, which we can see the waveform on it. That in a practical manner we are going to get it on this 3 bulbs R, Y and B. Here we get the output voltage, across the bulb in the form of their intensity. So at particular frequency, fixed frequency, you will get the same intensity between this RYB. So this is only be useful for showing it a practical aspect, and this will be, we are going to check it as per the waveform. So first of all we will see as per the waveform. If you want to see practically, then you have to connect this connector, male and female connector, to each other, and there is no need to do any connection here. You will get output by just changing the potentiometer on the bulb which will be connected here. So right now we are not using this because we wanted to see the waveform. So this is nothing but the resistive load which we are using. In this resistive load we have to connect all this R, Y and B, and this is the star connected load which we are using. You can see are all having the same value. It means it's a balanced load, and which is connected to one star point. So it's a star connected load, balanced load I must say. So after that, if you see the diagram, we have already these MOSFETs are there, 5 volt is already given. Across this we have to connect the load, that is your, as I said, balance resistive load, and this is that load we have connected. Now we have to check voltage across each load, each not means each phase. So we will get the voltage VRO, VBO and VCO by in your DSO. So that we are going to see in the waveform. Now first of all we have to check whether the switch all power supply should be on or not. Later on you have to go for the toggle switch. This is the toggle switch. We have to keep it on 120 while doing 120 or 180 while doing 180. So right now we are doing it for 120. We'll move it to 120 degree. Then observe all the control signal 1 to 6 one by one to plot the timing diagram. By using this you are going to get the timing diagram there. So how you will get that? DSO, here to check the clock, to check the frequency, which should be a 50 hertz. So what I am doing, I am putting one positive of the terminal here and one at the ground, so that we can set the frequency